Hello guys, what is happening and welcome to this video. So it's not very often that I bring you a video that's middle of the week, but I'm bringing you this video because obviously the markets are in disarray right now and it's kind of funny with everything that's being spun around that. So anyway guys, if you haven't done so already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're interested. I've got a new video coming out this Friday, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Also, there'll be a new video on Saturday and Sunday, and that's going to be a really important one to watch when it comes to market cycles in real estate and also applicable to stocks. So anyway, guys, without further ado, let's jump right into this. All right, guys, welcome back. So basically, I just want to mention, first of all, I read a book called Thinking Fast and Slow last year, and it was a book about human psychology. And in that book, the psychologist was basically saying how our mind is wired to want a story and a narrative around everything that we do. And there's this thing called spurious correlation. I don't know whether you've heard of it, but it's essentially when you link two things together that have absolutely no correlation. So take this for an example. Every Wednesday your car gets broken into. So you believe it's because it's Wednesday. There's something with that day, like that's your bad luck day. When actual fact that has nothing to do with it. The guy who just keeps breaking into your car is only going out on those days because he's not in town the rest of the time. You know, there's many different things. That was a really poor example. But there's many different things, as you can imagine, which have spurious correlation. And that is exactly what I believe is happening right now with the mainstream media. You're seeing all these articles come out saying, you know, it's doing this because of this, this is happening because of this. Now, I just want you to remember, guys, you know, I trade financial markets very early in the morning. And the thing is, when I trade those markets, I go in knowing that I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen next. And you're probably thinking, well, why on earth do you even do it? Well, the thing is, we can use probabilities to tip the numbers in our favor, but I still never know what's going to happen next 100%. I can just use probabilities to best assess whether I'm going to make a profit or a loss and take the risk based off that, knowing that I may well take a loss. But that in itself tells you that I don't know why the markets are selling off. Nobody does. And the thing is, which is kind of funny, is there's always a narrative spun around it. Last year, it was a narrative, you know, around the medicine. It was, oh, the medicine. Articles would come out about that. The stock market would jump up and then it would come back down. And then it would say, oh, it's fears that there is going to be no medicine. And it was just going back and forth. Nobody really understood what was going on. But the thing is, guys, you see that with the real estate market too. You see supply shortages, and we're going to be talking about this in a video on Friday, not to give too much away. But the mainstream media is always trying to tell you a story. And what I want you to do, and you're probably doing this already, I know my subscribers are incredibly intelligent. I speak to you a lot in the comments section. And the thing is, I want you to always look for the data. When they come across and say it's happening because of this, who is saying that? Where are they getting that from? Because you can't take a whole market and suddenly say it's happening because of this. I mean, there is no way, for instance, crude oil would drop as much as it's dropped just based on a little bit of fear about a new variation of the sickness, because we've seen that before with the other variant that came out. You know, the reaction was not that bad. The crude oil reaction was actually the worst since 2009. And that's interesting in of itself. But we're constantly told, oh, you know, it's happening because of this, it's happening because of that. And really, I'm just coming on here quickly to say, Nobody knows. Question all the information before you let it into your head, because we've got to have our minds structured in a way that it's closed off, and what we allow through is facts and fundamental information and not all this nonsense which is basically being spun around. And a lot of people get picked up in that wheel of being spun around and then get thrown out the other way. A good example of that is about low interest rates. There was a huge push by the media saying that loads of people were running to get low interest rates, but they didn't really have any facts or figures to back that up, obviously. But do you think that generated a lot of people to go out and say, holy, we need to lock in a lower rate, we need to buy? Of course it does. And we have to be much, much more intelligent than that, and I'm sure you guys already are. But anyway, guys, it was just a quick video here. If you enjoyed it, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already and you like this kind of content. We've got some amazing stuff coming out. Thanks, as always, for being here. The newsletter is going to be going out today. I wrote it very early this morning, and that is really, really good. If you want to join it, it's available to the first 1,000 subscribers only. I'm going to put the email down below there. And anyway, guys, I will see you in the video on Friday. Take care of yourselves. Peace and love as always.